the company who has a medical robot. So using the facial ID of each student, we measure their height, their weight, check their emotional well-beings, temperatures, and because we want to make sure that they are not showing any signs of fever before they enter the school and get other students infected. So schools in China are quite large, as many of you already know. Lots of kids are filtering in and out of school at once. And because our tech can measure 120 people per minute, we can take attendance and automate a tedious process that had to be done manually before. And as you come in, your image is captured, your temperature is measured, your attendance is sent to teacher and parents and logged into our system. With our AI installed at any access point, we monitor who pick up or drop off the students, providing an extra layer of security for parents. So our AI system also keeps tracks of who's in the school premise and who has left school already. Alarm will be sent to security rooms or to parents when there are unknown personnel entering the school premise. So as students starting to return to school in September, we are now installing about 50 primary schools per month in China starting this quarter. So we are excited about that prospect too. So with this whole system, along with the other few products, we sort of repurpose them into our US for the thermal and biosafety business, which I'll touch on next. But here is an example of our product here in the US is in the middle school in Las Vegas. As students pass by, our seamless system will identify the students, take the temperature, log and report any fluctuations or changes. This is a short video that you can access on the GCSFF website later on. So here's another case in Hangzhou, China. And our AI could also be deployed on construction sites, factories, as well as restaurants to provide food safety. So recently, Intel has incorporated our AI into their hardware box for a food safety program that they just launched. And here's a short video that you can watch later on as well. So next we go to Remark thermal and biosafety. So what we do for this area of business is that we provide thermal imaging and PPE checking at hotels, casinos, sports venues, hospitals throughout the United States right now. We only started this business launched at the end of March, and now we are really starting to get our words out there for our technology and our products. Already we're in retail such as shopping malls, we're in office buildings, we're in public safety. We partner such as our partnership with the Las Vegas Police Department. We're in education, as I've talked about before. We're in the most luxurious hotels and casinos in Las Vegas, Boston, Miami, New York. We're in sports venues such as the Raiders. We're in hospitals such as the UMC in Nevada. And 2 days ago, we also signed a contract with Morton Comprehensive Health in Oklahoma. We're also in financial institutions on the East Coast. There are two primary products, the Thermal Kit and our RPad. Their primary functionalities include facial recognition, mass detection in densely crowded public areas, daily face scanning access control for check-in and check-out, and non-contact auto temperature measurements on 120 people per minute with an accuracy rate of plus or minus 0.3 degrees Celsius. So during the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, Remark's products are industrial grade and developed to efficiently and accurately detect individuals' raised body temperature that's being scanned and providing a first layer of security as well as protecting individuals from possible infections. Our RPad, which offers access point check-ins, say if you are an enterprise and you want to bring your employees back to work and you want to bring them back to work in a safe way. So what it does is that it both does attendance check and a temperature check. And it could also make sure that employees are wearing a mask. It also provides contact tracing. So if later on, if someone was found to be contagious or have an infectious disease, it can help to track back to patient number 0. So last week, we signed a contract with one of the biggest gaming company in the world to provide safety controls in their 40 plus offices on all 5 continents. Now with COVID, people are prioritizing safety over privacy. And so we are getting much receptiveness for our product offerings. A while ago, we received the GDPR certification for our AI platform and our family of thermal detection products. To obtain that GDPR compliance, our products meets the requirements of purpose limitation, data minimization, storage limitation, accountability, etc. So we are really providing customers with optimal safety control, yet with minimal privacy intrusions. We are expecting our thermal and biosafety business to grow rapidly when we broaden our distribution channel and manufacturing processes. So these products are sort of the tip of the spear for us to partner up with other world-class organizations. And we did over $1 million in our second quarter in this business alone here in the US. So we see a lot of growth potential as we sign up with new distributors and rolling out in the rest of the world. And last but not least, we have a digital media platform portfolio. Sorry. So we have a 4.5% shareholding in a digital health company called ShareCare. ShareCare is based in Atlanta. We were one of the founding partners along with Dr. Oz, Oprah Winfrey's investment group, Sony Partners, and Jeff Arnold's, who is the former founder of WebMD and the former CEO of Remark. So we were the founding partners providing the technology base, and for that we received founding shares. And through their acquisitions and fundraisings and the M&As, we now own about 4.5% of the issued shares. ShareCare was founded in December of 2009. Over the past 10 years, it has established itself as one of the biggest digital health platforms that handles sort of the A to Z digital health related issues. So their business model is really going in and managing the employee plans for large corporates such as Delta and Walmart. And then getting the individuals, members to sign up for all the different services that they have. Two public companies that we think are comparable are Livongo, which does what ShareCare does, but more so focused on the diabetes patients. And it went public by about a year ago with a valuation of roughly $2 billion and recently sold to Teladoc for $18 billion. Another company is called Amwell, recently went public about a month ago at roughly $3 billion evaluation, and now is trading at roughly $6 billion. So ShareCare is larger in revenue and is cash flow positive. We would hope that ShareCare's valuation is conservatively between the two companies and hopefully on the upper side of the curve. We anticipate maybe in the next 6 months, 6 weeks to 6 months, aiming early 2021 with the digital healthcare space being so hot right now. We believe that ShareCare is in a very ripe space and management will want to go capitalize soon. So as we expect that there will be an IPO in the near future, there could our stake in ShareCare could be valued more than our current market cap, which is a little over $100 million, depending on how the market holds in. So we are very excited to adjust that price discrepancy in our current stock price. To wrap it up really quickly, in summary, we are really working with some pretty big partners around the world. And unlike our competitors in the AI industry, we are actually commercializing our products because we own the technology and we are constantly iterating that tech. We've built a platform and not just a point solution. So we have a number of additional applications that we can be driven off of it. So this is a true reflection point for the company with everything that's in place right now. And with the world fighting COVID, our technology is definitely needed. The current share price of $1 is not even remotely close to our position in share care alone, even without considering our AI business. So that's why we are very excited, and we think that the future is very bright for us. Please feel free to reach out to me or Brian. We are very happy to entertain any questions that you might have. Thank you. 感谢各位投资人的聆听。Okay.
Thank you, Faith. So I got a few questions here for you and Brian to entertain. So the first one from Paul: what are the details of the partnership between Remark and Intel? Do you have any?
Faye, if it's okay, I'll address that. We have not announced that yet. Recently, Intel put out a video promoting its AI box in the Chinese market. And in that video, it included our smart kitchen, our ConCon smart kitchen solution. That's one of a number of applications we're working with Intel on. As soon as the full scope of the relationship is finalized, we'll provide more information, but until that point, we're very happy to be working with Intel as well as other large multinational companies in that space.
Sure. And the next one from Richard: does the U.S.-China trade war affect any of your line of business this year?
No, we're not anticipating that at all. We maintain operations in China, and we maintain operations and a research group in the UK and the United States. So we feel somewhat insulated from that.
Great. The next one: can this technology AI, I presume, apply to the e-commerce as well?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, it is. That was sort of the origins of our e-commerce platform, was using the AI to drive better results for e-commerce solutions, which is why we maintain a digital portfolio so that we can try out and constantly iterate our technology.
Okay, a couple more here. We've just spare a few more minutes here. From Heiner: there must be some companies out there developing AI solutions. So what makes Remark most the special one?
As Faye indicated earlier, we've developed it all in-house with some of the best minds in AI, including Dr. Yang out of the UK. And so we are also, unlike many AI companies that are working in labs right now, we've been able to commercialize and get projects in our AI, such as the smart retail with China Mobile, which is a very large project and has a lot of backlog for us. We've commercialized it in the US and around the world. So that's one of the differences that we have that others don't.
And this one from Ken: he said, ask you, the CP Group, I think it's from China, have any shares position in Mark?
Yes, CP is a strategic investor. They invested at over $10 per share. And so we're very happy to have them on board, and we're looking to do additional strategic partnerships with companies like CP Group. We think that's a great way to leverage our technology with their sales groups.
Okay, the final question for you was are there any privacy and consent requirements that you have to follow, in particular in places like Europe?
Yes, that's why we have the compliance, the GDPR compliance. And we went through that process, which allows us to sell our products into the European markets.
Thank you, Brian and Faye, for answering all the questions we have for you here from the audience. And if there are anything more from the others, we'll email you later as well. Thank you for being with us here today.
You're welcome. Thank you, Gilbert.
Thank you, Gilbert.
Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Brian. So thank you, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed all our program today. This is winding down as the final event of the year for us. And it has been a very challenging and different year.